Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. My name is Lorena Garcia and this is Chef Lo Recipes. Today we're gonna make michelada and ceviche, so what is called cevichelada. And this is a recipe that I actually designed for you guys because Sunday is Super Bowl and we wanna make something that actually represents the beautiful beer that I know that you all love and a ceviche that is perfect for the game. So now, for this recipe, we're going to need fresh shrimp, crab, legs, white fish, octopus, fish stock, lemon juice, lime juice, ají amarillo, sweet potato, nice and soft and cooked, spring of cilantro, hot sauce, tahini, tamarin paste, white onions, celery, garlic, tons of ice, Mexican beer, wooden skewers, a blender, and big glasses to pour your michelada. We're gonna start with the leche de tigre, but first I want to invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like it, activate the notifications so you are the first one to know when I upload a video, okay? So let's get ready for this recipe. To start with the leche de tigre, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use a blender, okay? Make sure that it is in the lowest speed because we're gonna start increasing the speed as we go along. Okay, so the first things first, we're going to add the liquids. I want to always start with a little bit of fish stock or clam juice, either or, whichever you want. And I'm just gonna add a little bit. And the reason why I'm doing this because once I add the veggies, I don't want them to stuck in the bottom. Clove of garlic, that you have it right here. And listen to this, I'm just gonna take a quarter of it. 1, 2, literally thin slices. Check it out. I mean, this is like 2 pieces of nail, that's it. A little 2 pieces of celery. The white onion. See what I'm using, extremely a small amount. I would say maybe a tablespoon if you wanna measure it. Check it out, you clean it. What I like to do, I like to cut the onion in a couple of pieces so you help the blending process. I'm gonna add, depending on how spicy you want this leche de tigre, which is actually going to be the marinade for all this beautiful seafood that we're gonna be making for the cevichelada. Ají Amarillo, you can find it frozen or in paste. If you don't like it as spicy as I do, remove the seeds, but I'm gonna go for it. I like to have about half of Ají Amarillo into my leche de tigre. Okay, now we're gonna start with the liquids and acids. We're gonna do, I would say, about 3/4 of a cup of lime juice, then about a cup of lemon juice, and then we're gonna finish with a little bit more of our fish stock, okay? Always remember to season with salt. I'm gonna grab about 2 cubes of ice. This is going to do something. This is going to level our flavor and at the same time it's going to keep the blender super cold so the heat of the machine doesn't really mess with our leche de tigre, okay? And last but not least, is a little piece of white fish to actually thicken it up. But let's start blending and then I'll add the fish. Ok, vamos a recapitular. Entonces en la licuadora lo primero que hacemos es colocar un poquito del caldo de pescado en este caso para que los ingredientes no se peguen abajo. Vamos a colocarle un trocito muy pequeño de cebolla, ajo y celery. Colocamos jugo de limón, jugo de lima, un poquito de ají amarillo, si les gusta picante déjenle la semilla, un poco de sal y un cubito de hielo y empezamos a licuar. Okay, so now we're ready for the tip of this recipe. It's actually a very cool tip that I learned in Peru for the specific for the leche de tigre. The secret for a perfect leche de tigre. ¿Cuál es el secreto para esa leche de tigre espectacular? Déjenme decirles que cuando yo aprendí esto en el Perú, bueno, me dio una emoción grandísima because there is a couple of things that you're going to achieve with this secret. You're going to achieve flavor and also consistency of the leche de tigre. So check it out. In this case, I'm using mahi-mahi. So what we're going to do, and I want you to see the amount of fish that I'm going to be taking, right? Remember that we're thinking about very small pieces. So we're going to grab a couple of pieces of fish and we're going to add it to the blender. Yep, the blender. We're going to add, vamos a añadir los pedacitos de pescado a la licuadora y lo vamos a mezclar hasta que esté bien incorporado. Ok, y ahora a los pescados. Now it's time to do the seafood and the fish. Okay, so check it out. We're gonna need a bowl so we can place all our seafood, fish, and the octo and the shrimp in the bowl. Is super important. Ok, ahora lo que vamos a hacer es cortar el pescado, los camarones y el octopus para que lo que es el pulpo para que pueda ir en este skewer o en este pincho. Ustedes dirán, pero bueno, este ceviche normalmente los pedazos son un poco más pequeños. Yo lo quiero hacer un poco más grande porque recuerden que esto va a ser casi como que el adorno a esta cevichelada. Entonces vamos a cortar el pescado por aproximadamente, yo diría, media pulgada de espesor, ¿verdad? Del mismo tamaño, muy importante. Y esto va directo en este bowl. Very important that you're going to cut the fish in about half an inch, squares or cubes. And very important that you place it in the bowl so they're ready to get marinated. Okay, for the octopus, very important, 2 slices, almost the same size of the fish. Actually, what I'm gonna do here for the octopus, because it is going to stain a little bit the ceviche, I'm gonna marinate them separately. Then I also have a delicious fresh shrimp. You can do like a medium-sized shrimp, and these are going to be beautiful in our cevichelada. Now you're thinking, oh chef, this is raw, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't eat raw seafood. Don't be scared, this is super simple because the juices, the lemon juice, the acid on the leche de tigre is going to cook the seafood and the fish and everything in it all the way through, so you actually are going to be perfectly safe. Ok, entonces recuerden que si ustedes van a utilizar o están, digamos, un poco miedosos de comer pescado crudo, no se preocupen porque recuerden que la leche de tigre va a cocinar estos alimentos hasta el fondo y no van a comer nada crudo, así que es perfecto. Entonces fíjense lo que vamos a hacer en este punto. Lo que me gusta es, voy a agarrar en este caso un pequeño colador y voy a pasar la leche de tigre justo al bol para marinar. Oh, qué rico. And I'm gonna put another one right here for the octopus. Voy a ponerle un poquito más al octopus. Miren esta leche de tigre. ¿Ven el color? Do you see the color? Look at that. Nice, white, almost like if it is milk. Casi como si fuera leche de verdad. Entonces esto lo retiramos y ya estamos listos para hacer la cerveza. Okay, so now I'm sure that this is one of your favorite parts of this recipe is the beer part, right? We're gonna make a chelada, which is actually citrus, in which we're gonna use the leche de tigre, and we also are going to use different ingredients. The michelada is the same thing, but with a little bit of clamato or tomato juice. Let me tell you that this is one of the recipes that I have learned so much in Mexico, and now if you wanna learn so much about food, one of the things that you can do is go to my YouTube channel, subscribe and like, and you will learn so much. Lo que vamos a hacer es vamos a usar una pasta de tamarindo que la vamos a disolver en un poquito de calor y vamos a untar todos los bordes del vaso con esta pasta de tamarindo. Aquí le quitamos un poco el exceso y nos vamos entonces a las especies de Tajín, que es una especie mexicana que es bien, bien sabrosa con mucho sabor. So now we dip the glass in our Tajín, making sure that we cover all the borders of the glass. Okay? All right, look at the beauty. Okay. Then what we're going to do, we're going to add some ice. Very important to add some ice to the chelada, or in this case the cevichelada. Making sure that you don't touch the borders of the glass because you don't want to lose that wonderful flavor that we have added to the glass. Ok, una vez que ya tenemos el hielo, en este caso, in this case, the ice, we're going with the beer. Make sure that it's a Mexican beer. I love it. It's nice and mild. Okay, so we're gonna add our beer. Now we're gonna leave a little bit of space. Instead of using lemon juice and lime juice, we're gonna use a little bit of that beautiful leche de tigre that we made. So en vez de colocarle nada más un jugo de limón, le vamos a colocar esta leche de tigre que hicimos que está espectacular. A mí me gusta un poquito de hot sauce. If you like a little bit of hot sauce, go for it. Now, stir a little bit. Ooh, look at that sound. The spices are in there. Okay, so here is my ceviche. We have our chelada ready. It's time to plate. The first thing that we're going to do, and remember that when we're plating and we're touching any type of food that actually people are going to eat, we need to use gloves. It's very important. So what I like to do is I'm gonna grab a little piece of these beautiful sweet potatoes, all right, that I already cut. It's a little piece. Don't go crazy. La papa dulce le va a dar mucho balance a todo este ácido, which is so important. Okay, guys, so we're gonna grab a skewer and we're just gonna start building up our ceviche, okay, in the skewer. So make sure that you go lengthwise. Check it out. So I'm gonna start first. You see how it cooks? You see how it changes the consistency? So I'm gonna start with the fish. Then I'm gonna grab this beautiful shrimp as well. You can leave the tail to give it a little bit more, body and make it more dramatic, if you will. Another piece of fish. And we're going to finish off with our sweet potato. Okay, there it is. Continue going down. And our beautiful piece of octopus. Look at that, guys. Miren esto está espectacular. Okay. Look at this, guys. You have the ceviche, the fish, the shrimp, the octo, and the sweet potato. So for the chelada and the cevichelada, we have already our chelada. We're gonna place our skewer right resting in our glass. Okay, then we're gonna add some sprigs of cilantro into the chelada. Okay, what I like to do is cut a little wedge of a lemon, so we do a nice cut. We stop and then we go all the way through. Then what we do is we place it right here on the glass. Okay, so you can always end with a little more of Tajín on top of the skewer, on top of your cevichelada. And that's it, guys. A beautiful cevichelada for Super Bowl. Okay, guys, this is the recipe. And if you want to give it a little special touch, something that I love, add a little bit of crab legs, if you will. It can be any kind, and you will take this recipe to the next level. And I enjoy it so much that I want you to enjoy it with me. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chef Lo Recipes. You're gonna be able to see these recipes and so much more. You're also gonna be able to see Chef Jesus with me in Chef Says. So los invito a que se suscriban, a que le den like, a que activen todas esas notificaciones. Voy a estar muy pendiente de sus comentarios. I'm gonna be watching your comments, your questions, so we can have that connection and give you all the information that you need. Until next time, see you guys.